Comcast is a proud partner of the Denver Broncos and the exclusive home of Broncos Zone on-demand programming.
Brian Dawkins is a special person, and he's an even better player. And one of the things that I realized shortly after 10 o'clock Mountain Time, once free agency opened, when I talked to him, is that he's exactly what the Denver Broncos are looking for. He's dedicated. He's serious about the game. He's terribly respectful of his family and the organization that he comes from, and he wants to come to a place that he can win and that wants him as much as he wants them. And it's our privilege to add him as the newest Denver Bronco. He's going to provide us with great leadership, great attitude. He's got tremendous experience, and we're thrilled to have him, Connie, and his entire family here in Denver. Mr. Dawkins.
Wow. This is an absolute blessing. I'm a blessed man. You guys will, here in Denver, will get used to me saying that. I am a blessed man, and I realize that. I've been blessed to play a lot of years in the league, and blessed to play for a great organization and come to another great organization. And I'm just looking so much forward to the prospects ahead with this team. I was able to meet some of the young guys that I'm going to have a privilege of playing with, and we're all jacked. I'm kind of jumping around with my words right now because I'm so emotionally excited for this opportunity. It's a new thing for me, free agent, and being able to move on to a team like Josh said that wanted me just as much as I wanted to be here. So, wow, I'm gonna let you guys go ahead. I'm really excited right now.
Brian, when did it become clear that you were not going to be in Philadelphia anymore? What was it about Denver that made you want that this was the place that you wanted to be? When we began to talk, free agency finally opened up. We were able to talk, and just hearing Josh and how excited he was, and how much they wanted me here, how much I meant. I was not just a want for them. They felt more like a necessity for me to be here, and that's something that every player wants to feel from an organization. And I know what they have on the offensive side of the ball, and I wanted to help bring something to the defensive side of the ball. And I told him in the first conversation that I had with him that if I do come here, and if that is the route that I'm here, I'm going to give you what I got, and that may include some things that you've only read about.
Did you feel that maybe you've been celebrated here, and maybe that has started to dwindle in Philly, and you've been celebrated there your whole career, but maybe you come to the circle and it's time for somebody else to...
No. This is a time to talk about Denver and the fans here, but I will tell you that I have never thought that I was dwindling there with the fans in Philadelphia. No. Yeah, absolutely. I can be honest with that. Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, this is a day to celebrate. Myself, my family, the blessing that the Lord has given us to be in this great organization.
How many years do you think you got left to play at this level?
As many as he blesses me to play at a high level, and I've always said that as long as I can play at a high level, injury free, and can give, as long as the guys who I'm going to get to know here in a couple of months on the defensive side of the ball and the offense, but especially the defense, as long as they can trust me to make the plays that I need to make, I'm going to play.
Playing next to Chan Bailey,
Oh yeah. I don't know about a determining factor, but I will say it was a huge plus. Huge plus. I've had my opportunity to play with some pretty good cornerbacks, and I know good cornerbacks like that make my job a lot easier. And so he's definitely one of those great cornerbacks that I'm going to have a privilege of playing with.
You're known, obviously, as leader of that defense in Philly. What are you going to expect from your teammates here in Denver to try to get the defense back on track? They struggled here recently.
Well, we're gonna go into this thing and we're gonna get on the same accord right away. Obviously, we're gonna have a lot of new faces, but the thing about it is you try to gel as quick as possible. And once we gel and once everybody understands their role, we play your role. You just do your role. You don't have to do anything outside of your role. If my job is to penetrate this gap and control this gap, then I'm going to do that because I know my guy beside me is doing the same exact thing in his gap. And if that's the mentality and everybody's taking care of their gap and dominating their gap, we're going to be a pretty good dog on defense. That we're going to, create turnovers along the way. So I look forward to that.
Brian, what's been the challenge for you specifically at the safety position? Because in Philadelphia, you've been used to having a line that gets pressure. Traditionally, that's been a problem there with not necessarily having a pass rush. I think it's fair to say that the line is still in flux. So what becomes the challenge in the secondary for you trying to help out a defense? I mean, that's how you're brought here.
Right. The challenge for me is to first of all, I'm not going to think my line can't get pressure. With the guys we're going to bring in here, I'm believing that they're going to whip the guy in front of them, be in the right gaps, don't have any mental mistakes, and get pressure. That's going to make our jobs a lot easier. But in those instances that they get blocked or for whatever, we're going to have to do our job in the back end to hold them up, to give those guys another second or two to make another move to get to the quarterback. That works hand in hand. We do our job, that makes their job easier. If they do their job, it makes our job easier. If we're both doing our jobs at the same time, this is a dominant defense. So we're going to take baby steps, but I'm going to believe in my guys up front.
Can you describe your leadership style in the locker room and I guess how you're going to go about building that here with all the new teammates?
I only know how to be one way, and that's I genuinely care for the guys that I play with, and those are not words. I tell them, and they may roll their eyes when I say it, but I tell them I love them, and that's the type of relationship that I try to build with guys. We have conversations not just about football, whatever may be on their hearts to talk about. We talk about those things. We get to know each other on and off the field, but the thing that I've always believed to be a defense is you have to 100% trust the guy next to you. You have to not just trust him, but you have to respect that individual 100%. That's what I believe we're going to build here. We're going to have respect for one another. We're going to have respect for one another's space and all of that good stuff. But on the football field, we're going to have respect and have confidence that everybody's going to come in and do their job and to be excited about it. This is not just going to be a job for us. We're going to always be in this. We're going to all be in this thing together to be not just a pretty good defense, but a dominant one.
Brian, what was it about Josh McDaniels and his pitch that enticed you to seriously consider the Broncos?
Well, I talked to Josh just a little bit about one of my coaches in Philadelphia, Sean McDermott, and they remind me of one another. Very bright, very enthusiastic of what the vision was, what the vision is for this team. Not winning later, not building nothing, but starting and winning right away. I bought into that. I drunk the Kool-Aid, the orange Kool-Aid. I drunk it, and I feel the same way. And Sean's the same way. He's a guy that's going to be direct with you. He's going to tell you what it is he means, and he's not going to back down. It's not about his age. It's about his passion. It's about his leadership abilities, and I bought into it right away.
Brian, does it feel funny at all to have a head coach who's younger than you are?
No, because I like Sean McDermott is I think 33. I'm older than him, and so that doesn't change the fact wisdom doesn't care about age. If you're wise, you can be 13, 14. If you've read enough books and have a capacity to absorb enough things, you're going to be wise in those areas. So